So this is a Model a 2829 Model A coupe that I brought home probably 25 years ago. I'm a bit of a hoarder, but when I brought this home, this motor, it still turned over. This was the condition that it was in. It's got a carburetor on it. A lot of the motor's still intact. Distributor cap's missing. Apparently, they're probably having some sort of maybe spark issue or whatever. They couldn't get it started. Um, there's still a dipstick down there. Let's see if that's it or not. I couldn't even get the dipstick out. It was frozen in there. It's missing a starter, so I'm going to have to come up with a starter. But we're going to see if we can get this thing started. Coil's still on it, so I'm thinking that this was a running Model A engine when it was set, and I don't have no how long it had been setting before I grabbed it and brought it home. I mean, I'm sure this thing hasn't been running in 50 years, but yeah, I'm a little bit of a Model A hoarder, so I do have a lot of stuff that I've been collecting over the years. But we're gonna give this a try and see if she's gonna start. So stay tuned. We need to vacuum all this wrap stuff off the top of the motor here. So we're gonna try out this Milwaukee here. Okay, so I've purchased spark plugs, I believe the little wiring things, distributor parts, um, and I got I got a starter from a guy to get this thing started. I bought a used starter from an old time collector, um, and also some internal distributor parts that were a little bit harder to, I guess, buy remanufacture, I guess. So yeah, these engines they're a little bit different. There's a spark advancement and stuff that operates the distributor through like a little linkage that goes inside and onto the column. Yeah, and I need to assemble the carburetor back on and clean it back up. But I thought, rather than just trying to just do a quick startup with this thing to see if it runs, if it is an engine that's worth not destroying and making run, I might as well put a little bit of extra time into it, drain the oil. I know it has oil in it, but that oil is so old. Drain the oil, maybe even pull the pan, because I mean, who knows, there's got to be some dried, caked up stuff hanging around there somewhere. It'd be nice to pull that. So we're going to do that too. So this isn't going to be a quick just fire up, get it going type thing. So this is turning out to be a little bit of a project that I didn't want to do. So we'll just see how it goes. See what we get out of the oil pan here.
Here we go. Oil that's probably been in there for 50 years. Let's see what we got. Just what I thought. There's so much caked up crap on the bottom of the pan, it can't even come out. Look at it, barely kind of trickle out. See if I can stick something up there, free it to come out. Like a little stick or something. It's hard. Come on, I get out of there. I know it was full of oil because I got it on the stick. There's just sludge on the bottom. This is what I was thinking was going to be the case. That there's so much gunk in the bottom of that pan that it's just nastiness and it needs to come out. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to pull this pan off. Which probably means ordering a gasket. But at least when I pull the pan off, I can look up underneath there and just see, you know, if it's going to be salvageable or not. Because I would like to, you know, get it running. Who knows? Do I want to drive it around the yard, the property? Might be kind of cool. You know? Ain't costing me much at all. It's good content, right? So, all right. Well, stay tuned here.
Okay, so here's the oil pan off. Let's see what kind of gunk we can pull out of the bottom there. You can see that there's the drain plug hole right there. Look at all the sludge down there. Well, there's even, look at all that. Yum. There's a gasket down there. And why that was down there, I don't know. Somebody must have pulled it at one time, and I don't know, that's a lot of garbage down there. So we are going to clean all that out. Doesn't look like that comes out. I think it's welded to that pan. Yeah. I can try and pop it off of there. Here's the oil that came out of it. Look at that. Like a red tone to it. Actually, it doesn't look too bad other than that sludge that's at the bottom of the pan. And heck, oil sitting all those years, and they obviously did some kind of work to the motor because there's a pan laying in the bottom, a pan gasket laying in the bottom of the pan. So there is a lot of the gasket missing along here. I need to look and see if it's on the bottom of the block. Or maybe somebody pulled the pan then put it back on many years ago. Let me take you underneath of there and look up at the bottom of the motor. I have not looked under there yet, so we'll see what we can see together.
Doesn't look like a whole lot of light you're going to be able to see there. Now, I guess this is some sort of a filter here on the bottom here. So I'll need to pull that. Some sort of a pickup tube and screen. That'll have to be pulled. So this is a non-oil pump pressured system, and you can see, I bet you those are dippers that dip into the oil pan and splash the oil up. Right there. Right there. Right there. Sure what that tube is. That be in the oil pan. I would assume that sucks oil up, I guess, to the mains, pushes it through the crankshaft. So I do see I don't see the gasket stuck to the block there. I'm thinking that gasket that there's some gasket over there. That could be the gasket that's in the bottom of the pan, is when they pulled the pan and they just never got it going again. This right here is the dipstick coming down in there. So alright.
Look at what I got popped out of there. That's going to make it really nice for cleaning that oil pan. You can see all the garbage down in there. Look at all that. That would have been just senseless to try and start that motor with all that garbage down there. Yum. A little bit thicker and it'd be like mashed potatoes. Okay. Well, no sense doing things wrong. We'll clean it out, putting it back together. Pan gasket. Rear seal gasket. I imagine there's going to be a front seal there too. I'll bet you we're going to have to get some, find out what I'm going to need for water pump. Alright. We're going to call this video part 1. So, have a good one.
Yeah, I noticed that there's no steering box on here. Got robbed off, so let's go search for one.
I'm thinking I saw one on this other car over here. Where I thought it was on here. Don't you hate that when you got just too much shit in the way? We're almost there. Is there one under there? I'm not seeing a steering box. Damn it. I thought I had one on there. No, it's loose. There's not one on there. Shoot. Gosh darn it. Oh, wait a second. I know where it is. You know, when you're a hoarder, you forget what you have, but you know you saw it before, and you don't know if it was at somebody else's house. I think I remember where I saw it. Yeah, I see it now. I've been working on this steering column, and there it is, attached to the end. All right. So yeah, I got it. So here's the steering column that I've been working on. I don't know where I got it, but I don't think it came with that car, but the column is for some reason broke there, but you can see the arms of advance and throttle. So up here on the column, you have one of these is throttle and one's advance, but I've been working at getting them freed up. So, and they're free, so that's good. We don't want to make this into an expensive project here, getting it going. But yeah, now I remember I was working on freeing up that box. So yeah, that makes me feel better. I do have a box and a column. So all right, gotta mow some lawn here, and stay tuned for part 2 of Let's Make This 28 Model A Coupe get to running. Of course, I don't plan on, keeping this engine in here, but I just thought it would be really cool to, get it running again. Look at how old that coil is. So I got a coil, got the spark plugs, distributor parts. I think I got all the parts, but now I have to order some gaskets for the oil pan, maybe some water pump gaskets. So I'm sure that radiator is going to need some work or something, who knows what. So I just want to get it running, and we'll go from there, and we'll make this into a big project, and I'm already getting sidetracked from what I should be doing. So all right, stay tuned.